Well, I'm not sure if my videos from the first 20 minutes actually worked on my chest cam. My GoPro was in time warp mode for some reason. But anyway, I'm going to redo my intro just in case that didn't work. But thanks everyone for stopping by my channel. Definitely appreciate you taking time out of your day to pay me a visit. We're out for the first time on the Aurora, part of the Fox River. I think there's 2 dams in Aurora. This is one that I think is by the riverboat. We launched out of the Illinois Avenue Park. Really nice ramps there, but insanely nice ramps for the number of... It's a 3-wide boat ramp with 7 parking spots for trailers. And they're not even like really dedicated trailer parking spots. They're long enough to fit a boat and trailer, or a car and trailer, but not marked as such. And somebody had already beat me there and just parked a normal car there, so it makes no sense for that nice of a boat ramp to be here with the parking situation they have, but I can certainly appreciate having that nice of a boat ramp here. We caught 1 fish off of that drain pipe back there, and I was expecting to catch some more off of that bridge, but from what I can tell, there is a lot of bridges here. I didn't really do a lot of homework on this stretch. I've eyeballed that boat ramp over the years, and finally got some affirmation from some other people that this is like a viable boat stretch, and the water's still up on the Fox right now, so that's kind of why we're giving it a try. So we're gonna just kind of go upstream and see what we see, really. There's a lot of islands, there's a lot of bridges. We're just gonna go exploring and hopefully have a good day here. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to keep an eye on the weather. It's not supposed to rain according to the weather forecast. But there is a big old clump of storms kind of to the southwest of us. And hopefully it all stays south, because I was really hoping to be able to spend all day out here, but if that storm rolls in, that looks a little too intense to fish. Don't like being in an aluminum boat in thunderstorms. Well, we won't worry about it until we have to worry about it, though. Well, I think we took the shallow side. We're in about 1.5 feet of water right now. I'm curious whether the other side of this island would be deeper. Thankfully, it looks like it's a sand bottom. It's a really interesting thing that I've seemed to notice so far. The substrate seems to be much sandier and muddier down here compared to the gravel up by Carpentersville that I'm used to. I'm really hoping I don't ding up this prop, but I did switch out to a prop that I normally don't care as much about. Well, I didn't see anything special about this bridge on the side scan. No rocks, no nothing really, but we'll give it a try. So it's interesting, since we got past that last bridge, the substrate has changed from that sand mud that I was talking about to the standard gravel. Actually, even more like chunky gravel than what I'm used to seeing up in Carpentersville. That's really interesting. It'll be nice to float through this. It's absolutely nerve-wracking motoring through this, I'll tell you. Constantly bouncing between 2 feet and 1 feet. This is the problem that I have when I go to the below the Carpentersville Dam when you launch at Voyager's Landing by Route 90. It's the same kind of setup where there doesn't seem to be a main channel, unless in this case it's on the other side of these islands. I'm probably going to float back on the other side of those islands just to explore that side and see what that side looks like. But this is the Fox River. This is, you know, just shallow gravel, sand, mud, I guess. Hopefully up by this bridge and up by the 88 bridge it gets a little bit deeper and I cannot be so nervous about dinging the boat or the prop. It looks like we're coming up on a riffle stretch right now. Actually, if I'm reading the river right, the channel should be over here on the right, so we're gonna try to make our way over there. Didn't even notice this is a riffle stretch. Might just get on the trolling motor if this doesn't get deep. It's like a natural wing dam. That's the channel. We went from 1/2 foot to 1.5 feet. That's really all we need. A lot of patience and I guess not having to worry about too much. We've been hitting the skag on the motor here a few times. I definitely felt that. Have not hit the prop yet, knock on wood. Huh. Well, this is the end of the road for us, I guess, at least on this side. We're gonna have to float down and see if we can cut across, because this riffle stretch just extends this entire thing, and we're scraping bottom on the boat. I guess we're gonna turn off the engine, trim it up, and just float out of here. This Route 88 bridge is so close. it looks like there's a big riffle stretch up here, so I try to go over there, and that's even worse. Right behind that island, it's probably 6 inches. We were scraping bottom again. I'm hopeful that there is still a main channel right here that we'll be able to get through, but that big rock outcrop right there, I'm not too hopeful. But we'll see what we can do. Trying to take this extremely cautiously. I'm almost thinking that maybe the chute over here on the right in between those islands might be the better option. I think that's what we're gonna aim for. Oh yeah, that's definitely getting deeper there. I always feel like I have a high confidence in reading river and like looking for where the main channel is, but it's still very difficult to kind of master that. I'm really hoping this little chute here to the right is what I'm looking for. Well, that didn't work. So now we get to try to navigate this super shallow riffle on the trolling motor. I think this is gonna be as far as we can make it, which is it's all right. You know, the area we just went through looked really good, and this riffle stretch looks really good as well. Really curious to know what that bridge looks like up there. Normally right before these types of riffles it gets nice and deep, and I'm imagining that 88 bridge is like that. But you know, not having a flat bottom boat anymore and having just a big old engine, you know, this boat really arguably is not made for this kind of the Fox River, which is the majority of the Fox River when you really think about it. You know, 3 feet, 2 feet is about the average depth. Every time you talk to some scientist that works with the Fox River, those northern stretches with those dams are certainly more unique. But anyway, we'll try to fish this riffle stretch without destroying the batteries too badly on this Ultrex, and then we'll just we're gonna go ahead and drift down and see what we see. Really, hopefully we'll pick up a few fish. I don't know. I'm not super impressed with what I've seen so far, but this area that's where we're at right now, and maybe down to that next bridge, looked pretty good. That's a fish. Feels pretty good. Although maybe I just have them hooked weird. Can't tell. That's a good fish. Well, I do have him hooked weird. That's a nice chunky fish. Really, these fish are a lot fatter down here than they are up in Carpentersville, I'll tell you that much. All right, thanks, buddy. That one came on my 1.5 square bill and a rusty crayfish pattern. This spot is the best looking spot I've seen so far. We got that riffle stretch up there, and then it's about 2 feet deep down to maybe about that tree, and then it gets down to about 3 to 4 feet, and then there's a gravel bar you can kind of sort of see out there, and it comes back up to 2 feet and then goes back down to about 4 feet, going down to the bridge again. I really am going to try to focus my attention on this stretch and see what we see here. That's a nice fish. Oh, that's a drum. Well, that's a new species I haven't gotten in a while. Get over here. Not a big fan of drum, but they do put up a pretty good fight. I'll give them that credit. Just gonna do this the easy way. Give me back my jig. Thank you. Alright, bon voyage. Throwing a 1/4 ounce bitsy bug jig. Green pumpkin with a 3-inch trigger crawl on it. Well, it looks like the weather folks might have been wrong. It looks like the worst part of this rain's gonna miss us, but I think we're gonna get some drizzles here and there. Hopefully it won't be bad enough where we gotta put the cameras away. Oh my gosh. I did not feel a bite on that one at all. I was done with that intake. Well, I guess we'll stay here and try a few more casts. Okay, that's a fish. Again, no indication of a bite. All right, thanks, buddy. Guess we'll spot lock this here for a second while we get another sugar craw on. All right. I figured there'd be a largemouth in here. Not a super big one, but I got another fat fish. Fat considering summer. This is a Booyah Pad Crasher Junior. Not fishing the full size, expecting some smallmouth maybe scattered in here as well. Alright folks, that's gonna do it for us. I guess I'm not really quite sure how I feel about this pool. I did okay, I guess. I mean, for 6.5 hours, I guess I was expecting a little bit more, but I've certainly had worse days on new bodies of water. Not going to be high on my to revisit list. I got plenty of other new waters that I'd like to check out before revisiting this place. But anyway, thanks for sticking with me, and we'll see y'all next time.